This has gone from mild blizzard to absolute insanity. Take a look at this wind. It has picked up to 55 miles an hour. That's the stuff from the south. Those cells down in the south, I knew they were going to come up here and do this. Right now it's doing a full wraparound on radar, and it's insane. The power lines are freezing so bad that we actually lost power for about 10 minutes. The people on the other side of the town, they're screwed. They're still out of power. And this is in western North Dakota. Come on. We got tornadoes on one side of the state, power outages and blizzards over here. If you hear that beeping over there on the left, those are the snow plows, because right now we've accumulated probably a foot of snow, I would say. I'd say this is a good foot, because when I went live earlier, none of this stuff was completely covered in snow. If you guys remember my earlier live stream, the beer can is now completely covered in snow. So I'm just gonna let this live roll for a little while. We're gonna take a look at the snow accumulation on the side of the fence here. But either way, just wanna get you guys a real feel of what's going on right now. So we're just gonna let the live stream roll. I'm gonna let that live roll for a little bit, but I'm gonna go in and grab a winter jacket and some gloves, and I'll be right back because it is getting awfully cold out here. Cody B reporting live. I'm back with a winter jacket. This is absolute insanity. Can you guys see those trees over there? Oh my God. It's like hurricane force winds. We got 5 people on here now. Ramen noodles, what's up? Wow, this is something else. Let's see if I can move this over here a little more. There, now you can see the tops of those trees a little better. This is crazy. So to give you guys a little bit of an update, my wife is inside making food right now because we might not have the luxury of being able to make food when the power goes out. All of my friends that live north of town here, their power is still out. Miraculously, we still have power. So while we have power, we're making food. But yeah, the ice, it's just attaching itself to these power lines and it's bringing them down north of town. It's just nuts. This is a whole different animal from last week. Last week, during the blizzard, we had powder, okay? The powder is a lot different than wet snow. You see the snow accumulation on the fence here. That's wet snow. It's sticky. So when it gets on these power lines like that, it weighs them down. Everybody loses power in a scenario like this. And I'm gonna stay out here for a little bit, keep you guys updated on what's going on. Look at this. I'm gonna take this icicle off the shed, show it to you. This literally accumulated within the last hour. Look at that. That was not there when I was out here before. Crazy stuff. So we're gonna let this live stream roll for a little bit, see what happens. Actually, screw it. I need a drink for this. I'll be right back. I got a drink. The power is going out citywide, but it's especially affecting the north end of town. For some reason, this block still has power. A lot of our neighbors have their lights on. That tells me they still have power. Our lights were flickering about 20 minutes ago and it went out for a solid minute, but it came back on. We don't know how long we're gonna have power for. Luckily, I have both phones charged 100%. So if anything crazy happens, I will be able to live stream to you guys through cellular data, but the Wi-Fi is not a thing right now. So with that in mind, uploads may take a little bit longer than usual. This is something else. Oh, here, I'll get you guys a shot of the neighbors. You can see that snow whipping across because they have their yard light on right there. Wow. This is something else. I thought there was no way it could get worse than the last blizzard we have, but Mother Nature has a way of surprising people. We only got one good snow this year in central Ohio. Yeah, I bet. We haven't had snow in 4 years, imagine that. So this is nuts. Look at those trees over there on the left. They're just going. Right now it is 50 to 55 mile an hour wind. This is the cell from the south that I knew was gonna make its way up here. Right now it's like this spinning vortex windstorm and it's just crazy. It caused tornadoes over by Fargo today. You got the state of North Dakota, the entire state split in two. On one end, they're getting severe thunderstorms and it's 70 degrees. On the other end, it's 20 degrees with wind chill probably 0, and we have full-blown blizzards and ice storms like this. Absolute insanity. This is the craziest weather I've ever seen in my lifetime. And granted, I'm not that old. I'm only 25, but for me, this is pretty wild. And we might have just lost power. I think we just lost power again. Let me make a phone call real quick. This would be the second time we lost power. But luckily I have this. It's a lantern. Hey, did we lose power in the house? Okay. Alright, bye. Yeah, this is nuts. Luckily I have a lantern. So worst case scenario, I got a bunch of batteries in the house. I could just keep reloading this bad boy. I actually have 2 of these, one in the pickup. Look at this wind. We got 10 people in here. Who's all in here? Let me know in the comments. I can actually see the live chat on this side of the camera. When I'm out there reporting, I can't really see it. I'm not much of a reporter, guys, so you gotta bear with me when I'm out there doing it. Checking in from Dayton. All right. Yeah, wasn't it up in the 80s in Ohio today? 80 degrees is what I heard. Let's see, maybe if I push that, oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Just trying to get the live chat to like constantly load, but sometimes it only comes in when it wants to. Hi Cody, love your vids, stay safe. Michael, get out of here. What's it like over there, Michael? Did you guys lose power yet? Oh, I just missed that message, whoever sent that. It was a bigger one too, shoot. I'll reply to these after it renders and uploads to YouTube too if I missed any. But this is nuts, like look at all my lawn furniture over here. There's the grill and that's got half a foot of snow on it. There's the table, got another half a foot of snow on it. All that stuff over there, when I went live earlier, that cooler over there was completely visible. Now you can't see it. I mean, you can kind of see it, but you can't see the red. Not yet. We're staying at the hotel. Yeah, I bet. Nothing's stopping the wind out there. Here we at least have our fence, but you can see up there in the trees, if you can see that, they're moving pretty good. It's wild. And it's nightfall now, so it's getting a bit darker out there. Now we kind of have a nice cover going in here, so to give you an example, let me tighten the thing here on the tripod. I can take you out here and you can actually hear the wind without the cover. So these are the pine trees I was talking about earlier. And you can probably hear that wind now. Visibility is terrible. I mean, we can see those trees, but those are only a block and a half, maybe 2 blocks away. Yeah, listen to that. Listen to it roar. It's like a land hurricane. Oh my God, trees are coming down. Oh my God, look at this. This is nuts. Yeah, we're gonna lose power any minute now. Look at these trees. I can't keep the camera out here too long because the snow will impair the lens. But look at that. So those trees over there, probably a block and a half, 2 blocks away. You can barely see them, and that's the furthest you can see. So visibility on the interstate, I can't even imagine. In fact, I wonder if they haven't just closed it already. This is nuts. Look at those trees. Beautiful pine trees, but in a scenario like this, you can't really come outside and enjoy them. Let's get the tripod back where it's safe. I'm gonna mess up the video here. Oops, there we go. Wow. I haven't seen snow like this since we lived in Minnesota. Like I said, we're trying to make food right now because we don't know how much longer we'll be able to have that luxury. Power's out at my buddy's house just north of where we live. My other buddy lives up there too, and he doesn't have any power. So we're basically just a ticking time bomb. See when ours goes out. Neighbor's light just went on. Very late spring, May is going to be crazy. Yeah, we're probably going to get a lot of tornadoes up here. With all this moisture, oh my God. Because we don't usually get tornadoes up here in North Dakota until late summer, so a lot of ours happen in July and August because that's when the humidity is really high. But this year, it's not going to matter. It's going to go full force come May 5th, I bet. When all this stuff starts to melt and the moisture gets up there in the air, I bet it's going to be crazy. Crazy storm chasing this year. We're going to get it all on video for you. $70 degrees in Washington State? No way, man. Yeah, it was 70 degrees in Fargo today, just south of Fargo. And look at us over here. We got wind chill 0 degrees. It's nuts. Yeah, I believe it, Jeremy. I just can't even imagine what the roads look like right now. It's got to be terrible. Because again, we're in town, and look at this. Look at my backyard right now. Just lifting up a bunch of snow. And the interstate, there's nothing blocking the wind. Like it's out on the open prairie. We're up here in the high plains of North Dakota. So there's nothing blocking any of this wind. It's going to drift right across the road. That last storm, we had 3-4 foot snow drifts on the interstate. Imagine that, on the interstate. What's the weather like in Canada now? I imagine it's something like this, man. They got more trees up there. We got no trees in North Dakota, minus the ones that are in town. But you take a little drive on the interstate, you won't see a single tree, depending on where you're at. Just open fields and prairie. So there's nothing stopping that wind from making a 7-10 foot snowdrift. Cody, where can I buy the 200 shot Crazy Train finale cake at? I actually don't know, man. I've never shot that cake. Be careful, Cody. Thanks, Chris. Tell me more about that cake, though. I'm interested. ...2022 is going to be a wild year for weather. It already kind of has. You know, we had that record-breaking long-track tornado that went through like 4 states. And ever since then, it seems like we've had tornado outbreaks in Iowa, Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma. It's crazy. I can't imagine what it's going to be like up here. But usually our tornadoes come in July and August. We don't usually get the early stuff like you guys down there in Tornado Alley. Yep, I heard about that. I was watching Reed Timmer earlier. I was watching a guy out in Fargo storm chase too on those tornado-warned supercells near Fargo. One of them actually touched down southwest of Valley City. And about 2 hours after that, Reed Timmer went live, and then I started watching his live, but then we lost power, so that cut the live out, so I figured I should come out here and do some live streams for you, the blizzard. When does storm chasing start? Ooh, basically anytime there's a tornado warning or severe thunderstorms. Because out here you never know. We're basically Tornado Alley, but we're a lot further north. So you gotta chase every setup possible. Any severe warned supercells out here, you gotta get on them and pray to God there's a tornado. But also, you don't want them to happen in a city or a town. You want them to happen out in the open prairie so nobody gets hurt. And those are the ones I go after. Storm Tracker 998. I was watching his stream for a while. Yeah, me too. I watched his stream for probably 2 hours. Almost immediately after I ended the live earlier, I went on YouTube and loaded up Reed Timmer's live. I think he's still live. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I lost the stream because the power went out briefly. But he's down there near Moore and Oklahoma City chasing tornadoes. Love to be doing that right now, but this is pretty cool too, I guess. Yeah, we definitely don't want any tornadoes hitting towns or populated areas. That's never good. Out here, it's kind of hit or miss. Most of them land in the field, so we're pretty good that way. The most damage we ever see is damage to a fence line. And maybe some cornfields, that's about it. Because the towns out here, they're so scattered in the way that they are, and all the people that live out of town, you know, it's slim chance, 1 in a million chance that a tornado is going to hit your house. But you can't say the same for people down in Oklahoma and Kansas. There's a lot of populated cities out there. Thanks, Chris. You too. Been in a few tornado outbreaks, including November 17th. Wow. You ever get up here to the high plains, Storm Tracker? Chase any of these North Dakota, South Dakota setups? Where are you out of, Illinois? Green Bay, Wisconsin. Are you out of Illinois though? Because I know Illinois gets tornadoes in like Northeast Illinois area. Okay. You know Skip Talbot? I don't know if I'm saying his last name right. Skip Talbot. I think he lives up there too. He chases a lot of tornadoes up there. Even in the winter time, it's kind of crazy. My biggest fear is tornadoes. Yeah, man. When they cause destruction, yes, I fear them too. But when they're out in the open, they're really beautiful. You kind of have to get into that thing though. Pico's Hank and Skip. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, it's a shame that Pico's Hank doesn't upload very much. Because every time he uploads, it's like a crazy event. I got to make popcorn and grab some beer because, you know, he uploads once in a blue moon and I love his videos. I just wish he would post more. Like, he could definitely go after these Oklahoma setups that happened today. I think he lives down there in Texas, so. Maybe he went on them, I don't know. Trying to step up my game this year. Looking at the NAM-NEST models for the marginal risk model, yeah. You going after anything tomorrow? Thank you, Savage Dave. I'm gonna try try to. Yeah, man, get some video of it. If you ever get any cool video and stuff like that, just comment on this channel. I'll see it. Don't put the link though, because I have the links blocked. So just let me know that you uploaded a video and I can check it out. If you put a link, it automatically just deletes it. So unfortunately, I have to have that on because otherwise you get people spamming links that, you know, are for bad websites and stuff. And I get so many of those on the other channel and this one that I just leave links off altogether. It kind of sucks that I have to do that because people send me their videos of fireworks shows after the 4th, and you know, I never get them because they just go straight to deleted. But yeah, just tell me you uploaded. I do interact with my subscribers. I will definitely check out your channel and watch your videos. Caught a negative lightning strike. Nice. Weather been crazy in Ohio. Yeah, but you guys had, yeah, 81 degrees today. That's what I heard, dude. Must be nice. Take a look at this. We got 20 degrees right now is what I think the temperature is. And then with wind chill, you know, we got the 55-mile-an-hour wind, so that brings it down to about 0. I don't think we're quite in the negatives yet, or I wouldn't be able to stand out here. My phone would certainly freeze, because it does that when I'm filming the New Year's show, so I have to get multiple angles. For those of you that are here from the firework channel anyway. Otherwise, if you just found this channel out of nowhere, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. But I have a firework channel, do a lot of shows in the winter, and yeah, it's pretty bad. The phone can only take so much cold, so when it's negative 40 like that, the phone freezes up, cuts all your footage. It's pretty bad. You're from the firework channel? Awesome, dude. Do you do RC cars or something? I see in your username you got RC. Do you get into drones or anything? Thanks, Storm Tracker. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is just kind of like a hobby channel. I really like storms and weather, just any kind of weather. Like, I even like filming floods and wildfires and stuff. Just anything Mother Nature can throw at me, I'll film it. Thanks, Dave. We got 7 or 8 people in here, I think. Oh. Did the live just cut out? You guys have to let me know. Did not think my battery was going to die that quick. So I just charged it before I came out here. It buffered, it came back. Okay, is it good right now? Like, if I put my hand up here, you can see me going like this. You guys got to let me know. Oh, I love the weather, man. Okay. Appreciate you guys letting me know. Yeah, take a look at this. It's actually a lot darker outside than it may appear on video. Part of that is because the iPhone like captures all the light in the sky, and that's kind of an issue I've been running into on the firework channel. Like when I'm shooting at night, it's supposed to be completely dark, but you get these weird reflections because the iPhone is constantly trying to capture the light in the sky. So what you guys are seeing right now is not what I'm looking at in real time. In real time, it is a lot darker out. But you guys are seeing like this this white color, almost like a blue noise kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense. It looks definitely a little whiter on the video than it does just looking out in the backyard here. And that helps when you're trying to film at night, unless it's fireworks, because fireworks create a glare already, so it's a bit tough to find the in-between. None in Florida. Yeah, but you guys get water spouts, which is really cool. I would love to get some video of some water spouts off the coast of Florida. I see them all the time. Like, I'm a radar freak, so I watch the radar all day. Anytime that I have time, I'm checking radar nationwide. And yeah, you guys down there in Florida, you get a lot of water spouts. Love to get down there and film some of those. Water spout on Lake Michigan, yeah, man. I've gone out to Lake Superior before trying to see some, but I can never get one, because basically there it's almost a tornado, isn't it? Like, if it forms on Lake Superior and enters land, that would be a tornado, and so the setup would have to be favorable for tornadoes. Whereas down in Florida, I think there's so much moisture, like a water spout can form even if there's just like some cumulus clouds in the sky. I've seen videos of guys going out on jet skis filming water spouts in Florida, and it looks like the weather is decent, like just a little bit of rain. So I don't know if the same rules apply up here in the Midwest. Even if formed on water, yep. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they form more frequently down there in Florida. I've seen videos where, you know, these guys, they'll have 3 or 4 of them in the same frame on video on YouTube. I watch a lot of that stuff. I'd love to see it, but I'm about as far away from Florida as you can get. See, when the neighbor turns on his yard light, you can really see that snow drifting off of his roof. And this is like wet snow and ice, so I don't know how the gutters are gonna hold up after this one. The last one wasn't bad, it was powder, so the wind just moved it right off the roof. But look at that over there. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. I hope our gutters don't come down. Our neighbors did. I actually got some pictures of our neighbors' gutters coming down on my Instagram. You just say, I can't believe I'm watching someone in a blizzard while I'm over here in 70 degrees. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather have your weather, but also, you know, I don't get much video of blizzards because we've been in a drought for 4 years. I know I say that all the time, but it has really been a problem, especially with the firework channel. Like, I can't get out there. I can't do anything if we're in a drought. We get thrown in these burn bans, and, you know, I don't want to break the law. So the places I go, if they're in a burn ban, I just don't do videos. Or I wait until it rains, and like right after it rains, I'll do videos. But I'm not trying to piss anyone off out here, so I just kind of play it by the book. And if we're in a drought, we're in a drought. There's nothing we can do about that. In 2020, my channel really suffered right in the beginning, because that was when the drought, like, was almost at its peak. So that would have been going on 2.5 years in 2020, I think. An extreme drought. When I say extreme, I mean, like, my brother's on the fire department. He was fighting fires all summer that year, and still was last year. But it was just so extreme, like you couldn't do anything. The grass was so dry that if you tossed out a cigarette, it would literally start up almost immediately. And we had a lot of those interstate fires, so not much I can do with the whole firework thing when that's going on. And I had to be really careful with what I was doing, because I'm not out here trying to start the next big wildfire. Thank you, B52. I do, believe it or not, I have a ton of firework assortments on the way. I'm going to count them right now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 assortments on the way, and they're massive. Yeah, I'll give you guys a quick shot of just one of them. This is actually the smallest one that I have. So I'll give you guys a quick little shot of one assortment coming up in a future video. And this is the smallest one that I've got. So this is the Sky Thunder firework assortment by Shogun Fireworks. I don't know if you can see it, but that one's coming soon. This will probably be one of the first ones that I do before we do some of the bigger ones this summer. But that's a lot of the in-season type of content. So you want to be, I want to be lighting these off closer to June. Probably middle of May going into June, you're going to see a lot of those. But I've got, yeah, eight or nine of them in here. I can't really tell. Yeah, tons of big assortments. We've got, I'm not really on the firework channel right now, so I don't want to say too much. But, yeah, I mean, we've got 500 gram cakes, bunch of shell kits. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy summer. We got all sorts of stuff planned. But anyway, we'll talk about that on the Cody B Pyrotechnics channel. Right now, we want to take a look at this blizzard. Little pyro weather sneak peek, yeah. This is actually going to help a lot this summer. So we haven't had green grass in 4 years, so this would be really, really nice. Granted, it does suck in the meantime, like we're probably going to lose power tonight, and it's pretty bad situation, but it is going to help a lot with the fires this summer.
Loves your firework channel and goes by DJ.
Yeah, dude, I'll do it right now. How's it going, DJ? I wish that I could talk to you during better circumstances. Right now, we're in a huge winter blizzard, and it's almost May. It's crazy, but we have a lot of firework content on the way. I heard that you like watching my firework channel, Cody B Pyrotechnics. Right now, we're on the Storm Chasing channel, so I don't know if you're into weather, but check it out, man. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, I appreciate you watching the videos over there on Cody B Pyrotechnics. How was that? Was that good, or do you want me to do it again? Because I can do it again. We are having big swings in temperature, man. We have had 68 degrees. And then we go straight to this. Like, it goes from 68 straight to this. Savage day. I think we're going to see, I'm going to say, you know, you can't really predict the weather, but I'm going to say we're going to get 2 to 3 tornadoes on video this year. I'm going to chase only the perfect setups, because I'm obviously going to be busy with the firework channel. So I'm going to go after the big setups. And when I say that, I mean like SPC's got to put out super high risk. Even if it is South Dakota or Montana, I'm still going to go after it. So we'll be on the tornado warned storms this summer. I don't want to like overestimate the amount of tornadoes I'm going to film this year, but if I had to guess, it's probably going to be like two, maybe 3. We don't get a lot up here in the high plains, but what we do get, you know, when they do happen, it's super photogenic, and I can film them in wide angle. I got 2 cameras, so I think realistically we can probably get 2. Honestly, I'd be happy with 1, but I'm gonna film the storm structure too. So like, I'll be out there anytime there's a storm, kind of thing. Anytime there's a storm, I'm gonna go after those setups just to film the storm structure. But tornadoes, as far as those go, you can't really predict that. I'm gonna try for 2 this year. Even if I have to drive a little ways, I'm gonna do it. Still got my light on too. I just turned that up a little bit. Because it's actually dark in here. Like, you guys wouldn't believe it. You guys are seeing light, but you're seeing like this white light reflecting off the snow, which I can't see with the real human eye. Like, it really looks dark out there. Watch out for rain-wrapped tornadoes. I don't think we have anything to worry about right now, but yes, I know what you're talking about when the storm season hits. Yeah, I normally don't punch through the hail core or mess around with that stuff. I try to go for the more wide-angle shot where you can see the whole structure, including like the updraft and the base and then the tornado. Even if the tornado looks small, I always like that shot better. So I think you guys are really gonna like some of the content coming this summer, because I Reed Timmer likes to get up there right underneath the base, right where the rotation is happening, and a lot of times you can't see the full effect, if that makes sense. And I'm more after the photogenic storm versus the crazy insane getting up close and personal. I like to take a step back and take it all in. For me, it's more like scenery in a way. I think storms are beautiful. I don't like the destruction that they cause, like if they go through a populated city. For example, Joplin, when that happened, that was nasty, but very photogenic tornado. Just the circumstances did not work out. And up here, I feel like more of the tornadoes happen over open country, open land and fields. Nobody's really gonna get hurt, so that's kind of what I'm after. But yeah, I take things safe, a little more laid back. I'm not gonna get up and personal with a twisting vortex of death. So you guys don't really have anything to worry about, but I'm after that wide shot. I love the structure. I love seeing the inflow tail, all that stuff. I'm a big weather nut. Reed's Gorilla Hill video is kind of funny. Yeah, I love Reed Timmer, man. I just I can't compete with that. I don't want to be up there in the havoc and everything. I'd rather just a little more laid back, take it all in kind of thing. But Reed's awesome. I love the guy. I got nothing bad to say about him. What does a tornado up close sound like? It sounds super crazy. Okay, well, I can only really tell you that off the videos that I've seen where the audio is clear enough. It basically just sounds like a windstorm, really. Like just super, super strong winds. I haven't been personally close enough to hear it, but a lot of people relate the sound to, a train or a jet engine, or I guess a jet plane. A lot of people say it sounds like that. I would never get close enough unless I couldn't help it, like unless I got trapped in the path or I'm trying to protect my home kind of thing. So I can't really give you an honest answer, but I'm sure somebody on here can. I imagine it sounds like a train. I don't know if you guys can hear that beeping over there, but that would be the snowplow. I don't know how they're moving this stuff. There's really no point in doing it now. It's gonna snow all night. What's the biggest tornado you've seen? Well, when I was younger, we saw a tornado in Minnesota. My dad and I went north of where we used to live, and there was a tornado up there, but I don't remember it a whole lot. So I guess the biggest tornado I've seen is probably the one up in Watford City from a distance. I haven't really seen a lot of tornadoes. I think in my lifetime I've only seen like 3, maybe 3. I mean, I've probably only seen 2. So we'll see. I have high expectations for this summer. Hopefully none of them are destructive and they all happen over open country.
It's crazy enough to go outside in the blizzard 30 seconds before going inside again, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to head in. I didn't realize we were live for almost an hour now. 12 more minutes, it would have been an hour. But anyway, I'm gonna hop off here. You guys, if I did not answer your questions, just comment below after this video renders and I'll try to get to all of them. Hope you enjoyed though. I'll keep you guys updated.